Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Thursday, the 5th of December, 2024. So the synoptic situation, this is as of midnight last night, whole series of fronts crossing us from west to east. This low pressure between Scotland and Iceland is certainly controlling a lot of the weather to the north, and they've got 60, 70, 80 knot winds up there later on today. This low pressure here, though, a little bit further out in the Atlantic, is what's going to sort of hit us later on today. So we'll run that through to midday today. You can see that low pressure is already over Ireland. There's a series of trough lines behind it. There is a warm sector between Wales and Ireland, and we're just on the leading edge of this warm sector in a fairly fresh southwesterly flow here, but there's a lot of cloud associated with the dregs of that occluded front that's now gone to the east and the advancing warm front, which is out to the west. So we're sort of wedged in the middle in a very, very moist air mass at the moment. Here's the two cloud. There's that low pressure over Scotland really winding itself up there. And here's the occlusion now. So this is at 8:20 past 8. If I can get one more. No, it's not advanced any further than that. But you can see that currently at the moment we have a sort of dry-ish patch where we are at the moment. But this advancing warm front now from the low pressure system to the west is hitting us, and the delaying occlusion heading off to the east is really giving us a factor for our weather today. Not that much rain actually at the moment. The heavy rain has gone off now to the east, and if I zoom out, we'll start to see this worse weather coming in from the west. But actually, ironically, it's dry-ish where we are at the moment. We're just suffering from this cloud. And if I run through the Met Office predicted rain forecast for today, we can see there is rain in the south of our country. This is the rain now associated with that advancing warm front, and there's the dregs of the occlusion go there. But if I run that through the day, we can see that there is rain out to the west of us. It's likely going to hit us, and it's going to be sporadic showers throughout the day, likely up until around about 2:30, when this main warm front has hit the west part of the country. So ironically, it indicating we're going to be a bit dry with regards to rain here, but we are going to suffer greatly from that, the cloud. Okay, so Odium TAF's not very good when there's a very long TAF like that. It's so long, I shall bypass that temporarily and go straight to the Farnborough one, which is not quite as long. A quick refresh first. Yeah, so initially 10 knots to the west, which you've had broken cloud at 700 foot. So that's going to be about 500 foot above here. Becoming between 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock, scattered cloud at 1,000 foot, 30% probability between 9 and 4 today, southwest wind, gusts to 25, and temporarily after 4 p.m. today, gusts to 32, with lowering visibility and heavy rain showers. Can't get onto the Met Office today, but Windy's showing a very steady southwesterly flow, about 12 knots at the moment on the surface. That does increase to about 20 knots by 4 o'clock today, but that's the mean wind, and the gusts are up about 32. So here's a local forecast. I'm not quite sure where the sunshine is coming from because I can't see it outside the window, but it's going to be overcast all day, very overcast later on today with rain. And winds 12 knots from the southwest, but I highlighted the gusts here up to 39 knots by just after dark, but 25 knots thereabouts, which is usable. We can fly in 25 knot wind gusts certainly, but it's going to be the low cloud. It's going to be the issue. GFS is giving us a max temperature today of 13 with a dew point down at 10. So there's not a very big split there. This is a view outside the window. Fairly brisk breeze down 2-3 now. And this cloud here is around about 400-500 foot above Lasham at the moment. So our weather station is giving 12.6 degrees, dew point at 11. Southwesterly winds gusting 17 at the moment. Daily rain, notice a very, very high rain recording. This is in the last 24 hours. So if I just go through quickly to the gusts, you can see we've had gusts of 27 knots early morning, and the wind is just starting to increase again now, on steady upward trend. But I think more concern really is going to be the rainfall. So this is accumulated rainfall in the last 24 hours, 12 mil. So we know what the airfield is going to be like. Okay, significant weather then from Top Meteo. We're obviously down here in the Maya. Rain, low cloud, and mist. That's at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, it's a very slight improvement. So the cloud seems to be going up slightly. So this yellow really is indicating cloud between 1,000 and 2,000 feet. But we've got the mist and some possible rain showers with that. But if I run this through 11, through to 12. So not much change really. Low in cloud base air, perhaps still a chance of mist, and we've got rain on the south coast starting to pop its way in. Ironically, yeah, it's and there's a heavy rain probably arriving out front around about 4 o'clock today. So I really think the rain's going to be a problem. Sky sight is not very optimistic at all. A lot of low cloud, surface up to 2,000 feet initially, then up to 5,000 foot later on as the front comes through. Total cloud cover, high, medium, and low level, and winds 230, 11 knots, gusting 29, 31 a little bit later, and the upper winds are up at 36, 40 knots. It's the side view of the weather here today. Very, very yucky. Some brightness in the middle of the day. What's significant here, we've got 30 knot winds at 1,000 feet. So again, even if we didn't have the cloud outside, the 1,000 foot wind at 30 knots is going to be a significant problem. Up at 220 knots, a little bit higher. Okay, I will quickly brief the NOTAMs then. So 17 is a Goodwood, change of times, 9 till 4 o'clock today. 23 is live firing. It says Winchester, but I think that's the old Barton Stacey as has been reported most of the year, surface to 1,100 feet. 25 is Eveley Ranges, which is danger area 128, is open today. 26 is Ash Ranges, danger area 132, open today. 27 is Bagshot, flares by parachute, that's going to be this evening. And 28, there's a rat at Burfield, 2 nautical mile radius for unmanned aviation vehicles, but that's not going to be till 6:15 later on today. So we'll very briefly brief the airfield setup if we do fly then. So there's a departure due at 10:30 this morning. It's a 737. I think they probably will get away with this weather. So be aware about that if you are walking around or driving around the airfield. There's likely a departure at 10:30. We've got strong southwesterly winds throughout the day, gusting 36 later. Low cloud rain and gusts are the flavour of the day. If we do fly up, we'll set up on 2-3 today. Careful with the wheel brake. We have 4 K21s, 3 K13s available, 2 K21s on a booking system with instructors and students. There's 2 instructors, 2 students for the day. There's a K13 booked. Consider a K21 if we do go out flying. Remaining 2-seaters are available. No one on the casual list, and plenty of single-seater availability, but I don't think it will be going out today. It is a very wet field. It's getting wetter overnight. We're familiar with the Elliott puddle on the south side. Watch out for missing canopies and buggies and simulators. So if we do set up today, it'll be a fairly standard 2-3 setup. We'll actually be winching off the runway by the intersection, landing to the left or the right. You'll be able to land and roll to a stop before we get to the real soggy bits. And we've got a very fresh southwesterly wind today. Okay, I'll see you guys probably in the restaurants for the next hour or so. We'll keep our eye on the weather and we'll go flying if we can a bit later. Thanks a lot. See you later. Bye.